Hallo julle.
Naand.
Hallo.
Hallo.
We see some faces. Hello. And Karina. Hello Carol. Let me see who's here. Magda. Hello Kathy. Juanita. Mike. Teresa. Hello Teresa. Magda Schroeder. Hello Reina. Jackie, welcome everybody. Okay, let's get this show on the road. You know, sometimes in preparation, you inspire yourself. So this is, I think, also why we enjoy the Breakfast Club, you know, over a cup of positivity. We want to encourage you guys to also join us there. Part of the giving to others is giving to yourself. Tonight, I'm going to get right, immediately moving. I found a very nice clip of our very special Jim Rowan. I don't want to play the whole video, but he just always says it in such wise words. So let's kick off with this.
Goals are major to a genuinely success-oriented person. Without them, you're just playing around. The difference between a goal-directed individual and someone without goals is like the difference between a Wimbledon champion and a kid batting a tennis ball around on a court with no net. No opponent to bring out the best in him, and no way of keeping score. Despite everything that's been written about the importance of goal setting, very few people actually put it into practice. It's always amazed me the way the average guy puts more thought and effort into planning his 2-week vacation than he devotes to planning his life. What's he taking a vacation from? He hasn't really decided what he's trying to do in life, but for 2 weeks out of the year, he just decides he wants to do something else. And this is what he plans very carefully. Challenge creates strong character, and goals represent challenge in its most positive form. Leaders have their personal goals clearly in focus, as well as the goals of the organization. In fact, one of the principal responsibilities of leadership is defining goals for the vast majority of people who aren't able to do it for themselves. Over the years, I've developed some ideas about effective goal setting, and I'd like to share those with you in a moment. When I was a kid, I used to dream what it would be like to buy a ticket on a railroad train and just go someplace. I really didn't think about where I'd be going or how long it would take to get there. I just loved the idea of getting on the train and just letting it take me someplace. I guess there's still something appealing about that idea, but it's not really the way you want to live your life as a mature human being. When you grow up, you buy a ticket on a train or a plane because you want to go someplace, and you know exactly where you're going. You may have to change planes in a different city, your flight may be canceled, and you may have to switch to another flight. You may not feel like talking to the person seated next to you, but you will persist. You know where you're headed, and you're quite determined to get there. That's goal-directed behavior in its simplest form. There are short-term goals and long-term goals. Sometimes you're flying across the country, other times you're just walking down to the corner grocery store. Long-term goals are the equivalent of a major journey. When you reach the point where you've achieved your long-term goals, your life will be fundamentally changed, and the process of getting to that point will transform you into a stronger, wiser, higher-performing person than you are now. How can you identify your long-term goals? On a sheet of paper or in a notebook, write these 5 headings. Number 1, what do I want to do? Number 2, what do I want to be? Number 3, what do I want to see? Number 4, what do I want to have? And number 5, where do I want to go? Now, under each of these categories, write down several possible long-term goals. Be very relaxed about this. Just allow your mind to flow and come up with 3 to 6 ideas for each category. Don't worry about a lot of details at this point, and don't spend too much time describing a particular goal. In category number 1, for example, what do I want to do? Suppose you want to write a book about the history of your family, going back to the arrival of your great-grandparents in the United States. Just quickly jot down family history. Then as you look down the list of categories, it occurs to you that you've always wanted to see the pyramids in Egypt. So you write pyramids. Keep writing down ideas as long as the list of categories continues to inspire you. You'll probably be surprised at some of the things that turn up. You may have kept a great many desires and aspirations hidden in the back of your mind, but the opportunity to write them down will move them to the forefront of your consciousness. That's one of the benefits of this technique. When you're satisfied with your list of long-term goals, read through the list once again. Then, beside each item, write the number of years that you believe it will take you to achieve that particular goal. It's best to round off the numbers into 1 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10-year categories. For example, you may estimate that it will take you 10 years to research and write the book on your family history. But you'll need only 5 years to get yourself into a position where you can take a trip to the pyramids. Create a time frame like this for every one of your long-term goals. Immediate goals, those that will take less than a year to achieve, are important too, of course, and we'll deal with those separately in a moment. When you're finished entering your time frames, there should be a fairly balanced distribution of all your goals. If there are many 1- and 3-year objectives, but only a few in the 10-year category, maybe you need to think more about what you really want your life to add up to. What kind of life you really want to build over the long run. But if there's a preponderance of 10-year goals, and relatively few of the shorter-term variety, this may be an indication that you're putting things off, that you're focused too much on where you'll be at the end of the day and not enough on what you can accomplish right now. Keep working on your list, adding and subtracting goals with various time frames until you've created a more or less even distribution. Now comes the really challenging and interesting part. So far, you've just been adding things to the list, but now it's time to start making some selections.
Okay,
Now you're going to start
so
asking.
I wanted that introduction. I'm going to share the whole video with you guys on the group because I really want you to watch it again. And at the end, he gives the tasks again of working with all the different categories and the time frames, writing it down, really, searching to what it is that you want to do. Because it's really finding your true why of what it is that you want in life in the long term, and then bringing it down back to the shorter term goals. But then nobody better to kickstart this call for us tonight than our darling Jim. So we always start with this, with our business. It is the you factor. We all have the same company, the same marketing plan, the same 24 hours. And I think we're all very excited about 2022 after coming out of 2 very interesting years. And I think for a lot of us, 2021, I think if I talk to the rest of the teams, for us, maybe even better than a lot of the other teams, but it has been a tough time, and I think we've come out of it this time stronger. but that 2022 is, just 2020 new, seeing so much possibility that we'll be able to travel again, and really, start a fresh, clean slate, even if we can call it that. But what the new year is going to bring to you, I actually kickstarted last year also with this saying, will depend a great deal on what you will bring to the new year. So it's again back to that you factor. And then building onto that, I just love Simon Sinek, that's his book on finding your why, finding your inner why, where you get in touch with the passion of why you want to do something. And again, when we are dealing with our customers, when we are dealing with our members, that it's more than just making money. It's so much more that we give and what we offer people. And so to really go into what is your purpose, that inner why of what is the purpose, making a difference to people, helping people to get confidence, help them to be healthier, and then also get people to dream. Some people are so stuck in scarcity and in survival, and as I say, have had a tough time, maybe lost some family members. We are a family here. We are much more than a shake. We are really a business of touching people's lives. And I think this was Mark's whole mission, that we do change the nutritional habits of the world, but that we really have the business opportunity that can change the average person's financial future completely. And I think often we don't give people enough of what we really, really have in our hands with this business opportunity. And sometimes you need to just go and do some soul searching again and get to your true purpose. And once you have your purpose, which is coming, like for me, it's almost going into your heart, and then finding the process, and then going into what I'm actually going to do, the result, to get to the what am I going to do to get that result. So but if you have the why, and you have research, and you say, this is really why I'm doing this. I'm doing this for myself and my family and financial reasons, but also to find that purpose where you feel you are touching, and then selling that vision and the lifestyle of what we're offering. People buy into why you do it more than in what you're actually doing. So I've got, sorry guys. Hi, I'm just on a call. Is there somebody at the gate? Well, okay, laat hulle inkom, dankie. Dankie. Okay, sorry guys. So what to do, then connect to the purpose, your purpose to your goal, and then again connecting purpose to paycheck, and doing the same to the team. Sorry for that interruption. And doing the same to the team, so that they feel I'm not just doing this business for the money, but that I'm doing it for much more than that. And then obviously what we are very, very privileged. I'm so thankful that we as a team really work together, that everybody, and especially the leaders, I want to say thank you, thank you, thank you, that, whatever you create, little flyer, little this, little that, you share it, everybody shares what they're doing, we're helping each other. And because we do that, we have got so much strength in our team. And again, that is what we bring people that join our team. So alone is hard, together is easier. And we had this training from nou sy naam uit my kop uit. Daai Franse ouetjie. About finding your ikigai, your inner Clinton Revoir, about what do you get paid for, what do people want, and again connecting what you love to do. So one of the most important things that we really want to encourage everybody in the team this year is to find a method that you love. something where you can attract and help people, but that you love it. Because if you love what you do, you don't work a day in your life. And this is like, I'm 27 years in Herbalife. I love what I do. It doesn't feel like work to me. Because, when I have somebody come on my scale and they're losing weight and the body fat is down, I've got a new customer came today. He's lost 2 kilos, 2% body fat, 1.5 kilo of muscle up. So that results, new person, he says, I didn't know you guys do so much more than just sell the product. The care, the love we give. And this is what we're all about. And people don't even know that. We don't share enough of that. So I'm not going to go too much into the vision board, because we've got a special vision board session on Saturday with Karina and Penny and her team. But I wanted to just touch on this, because one of the most important things of creating a vision board is to, once you've found that inner why, once you've found that thing that you love to do, now you need to connect it with a vision board, because often the biggest thing is to actually believe it. And a vision board makes you see it all the time. And as you see it all the time, that affirmation of, this is what I'm working towards, this is my next, this is what I want to achieve, that having those pictures that's visible is part of working on your belief system and part of that affirmation. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. This is what I'm working towards. And when you're having a bad day, that vision board is the thing that's carrying you. And so very important, goal to set. I remember when we just started the business, I was like, ooh, like in the moon. I was so excited about the business, and I set a goal. We went to this training where we had Jim Rohn in Durban. I think it was 97 or 98. And were you guys there, Peter? Were you guys there?
Yes.
In Durban. Yeah. And afterwards I said, no, I want 3 houses all over the world. So we had 3 houses, but just in South Africa. But now, so for me, I always wanted my beach house, and now the beach house at least is there. So I'm going to set new goals now. But for me, the big passion is to get my team to achieve their goals. So it always will start with your family, what you want to, do for your family, because we all start with wanting to give back to our own families. And, some of you have young kids, the schooling, everything that goes with that. And then again, going to your team, what pen level do you want? What is the money that you want to earn? The recognition for a lot of us is a very important part of it. It's not just the money. It's also that recognition. There's very few places where we get the amount of recognition that we do here. In normal jobs, people are criticizing you all the time. Yeah, you get tapped on the back for 0.5 centimeter and 0.5 kilo as we start off. And, all the way. And this is what I also love about the marathons, is it's so much, recognition and clapping hands and well done. And that's what's keeping people around us, and keeping the fire. And then the financial goal, the material things that you want, the bigger things, the fancy car, the house. And as we get to our age, the smaller house. And the more travel and so on. So it's really where you are in your life and what it is that you want. So, and now we want to, maybe have grandkids and do things for them. So as you go through life and different things, and then physical goals and health goals, a body goal, maybe a fresh body goal, go build those arms. That's becoming a bit, I mustn't go too much in my age group. But maybe it's something intellectual that you want to do. Read more books, go for a different, art or something, or, just something that's also going to be good for you and good for your soul. And then it goes to giving and social goals, giving to your community, to your church, your, what is the word now? Your religion, what it is that you feel like you want to give back. And then lifestyle, which is travel and maybe reading, or, different things that you want to achieve. So you want to have that balance of everything, and then you want to bring it back into your business. And a very important that I didn't mention now there, when it comes to your goals with your team, is to go and do an organigram, to actually draw out your team, see it, because when you see it and you have it visible on a board, and you actually see, oh, here's my new PCs, here's my members, this is my customers, this is, so that you really have a clarity, and you see it, oh my word, I haven't spoken to that one, that you can do that. What you want to get to the president's team level, where you can't draw it on the board, and where, that drawing is too big to have it on a small piece of paper. You have to have it on a computer sheet. So that must be one of your goals, to have this huge team that it can't go on one paper. And I love this. I've shared this many, many times, so I'm not going to go into too much details, but I love, this was a training of the weeks where they said, again, you must, when you're setting your goals, draw it into 4 quadrants. You're starting with a vision board that we just handled, your passions, your giving back, your dream car, whatever physical things, but that it's much more than just money and physical things. And then when it comes to you, at the end of the day, you still have to pay our bills. We have to take it through to a money amount, so that we know what it is. If I want that home, if I want to have that car, if I want to do that travel, this is the amount of money I need. And so that I can put it through to what PIN level will pay me that income. And then how much time am I willing to invest to get to that goal? And this is why it's so important to get the goal to your inner why, so that when you're having a bad day, that you're not quitting on this thing, that you're not quitting on this goal. We all have challenges. We all have things that can be distractions. And then you just get right back on track. And this is why it's so important to set clear goals. And remember, only 3% of people actually do set goals. And this is the great thing in Herbalife, that the company gives us promotions, they give us events, and we are consistently talking about helping people to set goals. And so this is just to make it very clear, and specifically even for a brand new person, to get a person to say, listen, how much money is it that you want to be earning to kickstart your business? Let's say 2,000 Rand. If you're at 50% and it's a shake TPDM, it's only 3.5 customers that will give you 2,000 Rand. So when you can bring it down to an actual number, who can get 3.5 customers? Let's say 4 customers. Maybe the one doesn't buy a full, maybe just buys the shake and tea. So if working it back down to how many customers do you need to get to that figure that it is that you want? 5,000 Rand. Maybe you want and work to, obviously we want to all work to 10,000 Rand and more, so that you get clear about what is your number and what is the number of customers that I need to get. Go look on how many customers you currently have and how many new people that you want to bring in. We've got enough support structure for you to be plugging them into a flow, but you need to decide what activities are you going to be doing to get to that money goal, so that you are clear in your mindset on what it is that you're going for. And again, when we're starting, how you have to talk, whether you're talking on WhatsApp, or you're doing social media, when you're going live talking to people, which way you are attracting people to your business. The invitation, are you inviting people to a wellness celebration, a shake party, challenges, an HRM, a business presentation, a club? We've got now Fit Club, you've got Breakfast Club, you've got so many tools in our team, but you've got to find 1 or 2 of them that you consistently are promoting, so that you can attract more and more people to your business. And then once the person has answered you, you all know this flow, you go through the process of talking to them, getting them to be on a program, choosing which route they want to go as a customer, PC, or distributor, and plugging them back into the system. So, this is really, really something simple and clear, but are you doing it? And what is your number? What are you actually, how many people are you talking to? What are you promoting? And are you consistent with it? And this is just an example of a tracking sheet. But if you decide on a tracking sheet, make it something visible. If it's your diary that you write down every day, 3 contacts on social media, 3 new friends, 3 conversations, WhatsApp status, social media status, just doing the numbers, how much are coming through and how many customers did you actually, because you have to track to see whether you are actually, and then also tracking your retail and packaging your story, because if you know how much money you make, you get excited about that what you are doing, and then it's easier to show somebody else the business, because if I can do that, you can do it too. So it is really part again of your belief system. So we have sent out the February challenge, everything that's happening within the team, and the monthly calls are now going to be on one Tuesday night. We didn't want to keep you so busy with too many calls. So Monday nights are only 1 call. Tuesday, once a month, we will have the world team and then the supervisor call, because we want to free you up to have more time to go and work your business. But I'm very, very excited about the marathons. We got new fresh trainings today again. And, the guys are just having a phenomenal results with that. And I'm very, very happy with the growth that we've had over the last few months with that. And thank you again for Karina that kicked my butt a little bit to get serious with this thing. I spoke to a friend again today. She hasn't started marathons. I'm like, what are you doing? A sideline. So, okay. And then I loved last week's call with Amina that was saying that she really kickstarts her first day of the month. She does her 500 points and really does recognition for a team to get their 500 PPV and, really start building, because you want to have enough customers to at least be eating between your eats and your own personal real full-time full retail customers before they move on to PCs or distributors to be doing 500 PPV. This will keeping the business, your retail fresh, because I must say, I've still got a lot of old full retail customers that I have not signed or anything. So I do quite a lot of PPV per month. I'm standing close to 3,000 this month. So it's up to you to really get serious with your 500 PPV and to duplicate that in your team. And let's really start recognizing this. So it all starts with your 500 PPV, using a small promotion, your team, that's going to get them to go for the qualifications. And if they go for the qualifications, you are going to do the bigger volumes. So use these smaller promotions. This is what's building your bigger total volumes. Okay, and then the supervisor promo that that's continuing and breaking it down. 1,500 ppb, 5,000 ppb is about 1,600 points per month for 3 months. Can you do that? If you do 500 ppb, you've got a few small babies, you've got a few PCs. It's easy to do, but you have to get clear that over 3 months, that's my target. That's what I'm going for, so that you have clarity, and then write it down, put it on your board. If you don't keep that goal in your mind, you lose the promotion. And for you as the upline, are you tracking your guys? It's a rolling promotion. People can qualify for this a few times, and we'll change up the goodies. But it's a smaller promo that everybody can do. Who can do 1,600 points? Everyone. 1,617. Are you tracking it with your downline? That they are, listen, you're close to your goal. You can still close it up this month. We're doing challenges starting next week. Everybody's got to get product. Everybody was super broke this month. So this is our golden week. This is the week we've got to go crazy and talk to everybody to get them into the challenges that's starting next week. So who's close to this goal and that can qualify for this? And then the big excitement, we shared the video last night as well. And who's coming with us? Can I see? I want to see again, although you showed us last night. Wie gaan? Reina? We are going to be giving you some money. So if you really want to, you can qualify for this twice. So it's 3 months and again 3 months. So if you do 10,000 points accumulated, so it doesn't have to be like the first month, can be a smaller volume as long as you're building up now. Okay, so 10,000 points, if you're going to divide it in 3 months, it'll be 3,33333 over the 3 months. But let's say this month you can't get to the bigger number, but you're building up now because you're getting a whole lot of new people in your business. If you do that, but you have to recruit 9 distributors. It doesn't mean if you recruit 1 this month, next month 4, and the next month, but we want you to bring in new business. And this is not PCs. This is not preferred customers. But if you have a preferred customer, a new one that converts in this period and you show the proof, then they will also count as a distributor. So that means you'll get 4,000 Rand, but if you go to extract, you'll get 5,000 Rand. Okay, so that's the lower one. The 15,000, you'll get 6,500 Rand if you go to extract. If you go for the big one, which is going to be for the big heavy hitters, it's going to be 8,000 Rand. But you can qualify for this twice if you're really building on it. Okay, so I worked this out for you. This is your plan of action. What did we say? 3 clients that's buying shake PDMT is going to give you 2,000 Rand. So you need to go and get 3 new customers. If all your customers are signed up at 15%, it might have to be 5 customers so that you can work out the wholesale there. Maybe some retail, some wholesale. Okay, but this must be fresh business, not existing business, because your existing business is paying for maybe whatever bills or running your business is doing. I want you to go and build fresh business for this. You need around 16 to 17,000 Rand. You need 5,000 volume points. It's only 625 volume points per month, which is nothing. You need a passport, number 1. So don't wait. The government is slow at the moment with these things. So go and get your passport sorted if you don't have one. Then the visa is going to be, visa to Spain is going to be around 1,500 to 2,000 Rand. I just took a ballpark figure. Your event ticket again is going to be, I'm not sure how much, around 2,000 Rand. We will know soon. The flight is going to be around 8,000 Rand. Accommodation, we looked at some accommodation. You can get a nice apartment for 500 or 600 Rand a night. That's going to be around 3,000 Rand if you're going to just be around the event. If you want to stay longer, that's obviously your story. And the spending money also, again, if you want to go and splash, you need more money. So you need to get 5 or 10 customers to help. But I want you to go with Herbalife money. So make up your mind now. We are going to Europe in September. Okay. I want to start now already this week. I'm going to get a few new people in the marathon. So I'm going to sell a few more products. It's a decision. Okay. So by April, you want to buy your event tickets. By May, you want to put a deposit down on your flight. You might even want to give the 2,000 Rand a month to a friend to hold on to it for you if you are going to spend it. And then by June, you want to book your accommodation. And by July, you want to finish to pay your flight because you can only apply for the visa when your flight is booked and paid. Okay, so for you, those of you that's never traveled, this is going to be your process. By August, you must be set, ready to go. Everything's done. We will run this promotion twice. So for the smaller one, you can get 5,000 Rand. It'll take the pressure off you, or you can throw it on top of this. So do you want us to pay for you this trip, or do you want to just work it yourself or do accommodation? So if you need 16,000 Rand and we are giving you 5,000 or 6,000 Rand, that most helps a lot. But it's not going to be easy. It's not slow volumes. But if you are working and deciding to go for the volumes, what are you doing? You're building your business, you're building your team, you are earning a bigger check, and you're changing your whole future. And this is all we did. Because if you get it, what Herbalife is all about is you go to the first event alone. Here you sit with your little smiley face, all by yourself at your first event. And everybody tells you, no, no, no. You must bring people to the next event. Okay? Because you go to the meeting and you think, oh my word, I can do this. It's simple, it's easy, I can do it. I'm not coming back alone. So now you go to the next event with 2 babies. And now you've got 3 people that walks out of that event excited, and they bring a baby, each themselves. You've got a new baby. Now you are already 7 people at the next event. And by the end of the year, and now remember, everybody has to qualify to be at the event. So what are you doing in the process of going from event to event? And this is one of the important things to understand about Herbalife, is as we go to the LDW, people have to go supervisor, people have to go QP to qualify to go to the event, even though if it's online. Now the next event, these guys are qualifying to a higher level. They bring babies to that next event. So what's happening? You are earning money in the process as you are growing your business. And so now we're going to extravaganza in November, and you've got 10 people with you. What's going to happen to your business next year? This is exactly, that's all we did, guys. We took people with us from event to event to event. And in between, we did shake parties, meetings, trainings to expose people to the business opportunity. That's all we did. There's no rocket scientist, but you've got to make a decision. You've got to decide what is my action plan, and then you've got to bring it down to a daily plan. And that daily plan is like consistently, you're doing your numbers, promoting the next challenge, promoting the next HOM, promoting the next BBS, going to the LDW with people. And that's going to build you, to really grow a big team. And yes, some people will go with you and some not. Some people just want to eat the products and love the environment, and that's all they want to do. We love you. And some want to earn maybe a few rands and travel with us and just be around us. We love you too. And some people will make the sacrifices to work the business and get the financial freedom and buy and find that dream house or whatever, your big why is, if you go back to the start of our presentation. So our next event is the LDW. Are you just going to the Friday? Are you coming with us to the party and dressing up? I'm going to the party. And are you coming to the weekend? Again, be sure that it's your job to find out exactly what the qualifications is. And if you are serious and you're a leader, you will make sure and check who in your team can qualify, who you're taking with you to this event. The Friday is 2.5, 3 months in a row. Are you close this month to do your first cut? or oh, no, what, you've got to be already in qualification. So some of you are already in qualification, started in November, December, Jan. Some you can do December, Jan, Feb. So you might be in qualification still for the Friday afternoon, the Friday night, or the Saturday is accumulated 2.5, or 1 month of 2.5, or qualified producer qualification. And then the company threw out this one. So 5,000 points a month will get you almost everything, or very close to everything. And we are going to have our very own South African retreat vacation for 3 days. But watch this. You get 6,000 bonus points for every new first line map or first line supervisor. Well, often the map qualifier will also go to supervisor. So 6,000 points off from the 60,000 for every first line supervisor or every first line map qualifier, which means still 2.5 in 3 months. So if you're building your team, you have to do less personal volume. And then when we're looking at the vacation, and here's a whole goal sheet so that you can write down your volume and your soups per month that could count towards it. And again, the company said for every supervisor that does 1,000 point, who read the qualifications properly, that does 1 month of 1,000 points or 3 months of 1,000 points. But again, they're recognizing us for an active supervisor that does 1,000 points, an extra 2,000 bonus points. And it's in your first 3 levels. If somebody else below you qualify for the vacation, they will cut it off. But the company really wants us to focus on new business, new supervisors, and getting them active to do 1,000 points. 1,000 points is not difficult. If you do 500 ppv and you get a little challenge going, and you do a few members and PCs, that's 1,000 points for that new supervisor. So if they go to the supervisor level with the right journey, they will very easily be starting to do that. So putting this in your vision board. If you go for the vacation, you'll get everything. You will qualify for everything. So nice goal to go for. Okay, so Anthony Robin, somebody shared this week. If you talk about it, it's a dream. If you envision it, it's possible. If you schedule it, it's real. And then Jimmy says, if you go to work on your goals will go to work on you. If you go to work on your plan will go to work on you. Whatever good things we build end up building us. I just love it. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. Okay, I'm going to stop the share. Oh, is it now boer? And let's talk about this. Who could see that they are coming with us to Barcelona?
Me.
Jy kan dit doen. Dis regtig nie so erg nie. Gertruida? Miriam, can you see that you can come to Barcelona now? So now, all you do is you go and get your whiteboard, your wall, you stick it up everywhere, pictures of Barcelona, go print it up.
Here's my wall.
Yeah, and then you go work out. I would go for 2,500 rand a month. I would go for 4 customers. I would want that little bit more cash flow. You're going to be a bit tight, I think. I personally think if you just get 1 more customer, then you will comfortably be going there, and you can come and eat beer, drink beer, and have a pizza with us on the beautiful walk from the beach up. Or go for some seafood. Oh, they've got stunning seafood there just on the pier close to the beach. And they've got a market.
Awesome.
We want to shop. Huh?
Can I say something? We
Yeah.
just we looked at the dates now,
And Barcelona is having their fire festival at the same time.
Okay.
So
But we have to book earlier. Yeah.
Going to be
Gonna be
amazing. Yeah,
amazing.
we have to book.
Okay. Listen, a lot of these places
and human powers
they don't require you to pay now.
No.
So guys, go book. You can go on bookings.com and book your accommodation so long as you know that and look for apartments. Don't look for hotels. You find an apartment, 6 to 8 people share, then it's like 600 or 700 rand a night. It's not expensive. But you know what? If you decide, everything like this is deciding. So when you decide, like some people say, oh, no, I can't afford to go overseas. I love South Africa. I'll go drive here, just here. It's just a decision. It's like deciding you're going to Sun City. It's more expensive than to fly overseas. So just decide. But when you come back from an event like that, you've got cement footer, and we need that now, guys. After these 2 years, we really need this. So I want to go with a big fat team to Europe. We're going to work this thing. But in the process, you want to build your business, you want to earn more money. And this is all we did, and we've never looked back. And you guys can also have that. But we have to sell the bigger picture and the dream of what Herbalife brings to people more so that we can get more people wanting to do the business. Yes, we are brilliant to get customers. We do brilliant customer care in this team. But we're not finding enough hungry people. So let's go ask people, I'm going to Europe. I'm going to Europe in September. Would you like to go to Barcelona? I can show you how you can go for free. Could you do that? Could you say that to somebody? Maak julle gesiggies oop. Ek kyk nou vir 'n klomp name.
Yes, we can say that.
You can say that, eh? And can we bring more people into the business? Because more people in the business is going to help us to get to those targets. But remember, it's not just pushing them. We're giving them so much. People want this. But we've got to go out and not sit on this opportunity. They want it. They want what we have. But we're not offering it to them. We're doing them a disservice. Really. So we've got to change our mindsets about that. It's like when you think the shake is expensive. When a person pays you and you make 150 or 200 rand profit on your shake, how much love and care and giving do we give them? That 200 rand you make is nothing. They go to a therapist, or what do we call it, dietitian, and pay 450 rand, they get no food. Or even more. So we've got to change our mindsets about what it is that we give people so that we can get more. We need to recruit, guys. Ons is besig om net 'n consumption model hier so te drive. And the only way we're all going to grow is to bring more people that want to do the business. Yes, we will convert lots of those customers to be fabulous distributors. But we need more hungry people to become part of this family. Are you guys up for it? Can I get a shout from you? Can I have a
Yes.
We're gonna make this thing happen. Is you on board?
Yes.
Okay. So I'm very excited to go with all of you to Europe, and we've been to Barcelona so many times. We can show you all the spots. The food is divine. It's not that expensive. And yeah, it's baie mooi. So let's go do this. And if that's your driver this year to really go build a business, so I'm going to Europe. I'm looking for some serious people to come with me. Are you coming with me? Hey, Virgil, how many people are you bringing? My upline, Mr. Alan Renz, always used to say, what is your number?
15 is the goal, mother.
15. Let's go.
1-5.
Let's go. Wake up that team of yours. Let's get them wakker. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, guys. I hope you got something out of this call and that you're excited with me. And any questions, I hope you got my numbers there so that you know, get clarity on what it is you want to do. It starts with going for the summer promotion. And while you qualify for the summer promotion, you can go for the next one. And then you go for the extra one and build on it. Build on it. Don't just say it's too much, I can't do it. You can do it. It's a decision. Okay. We took 43 people to Barcelona and qualified Mill team. We took 200 people to Sun City and we qualified Press team. Bring people to the events. Cheers. Thank you, guys.
Yes, yeah.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Dankie, Elsa. Bye.
Dankie. Jackie, jy gaan saam, né?
As jy so sê, ja.
Ja. Ons het mos klaar gepraat. Okay, Kathy, you also coming with? Né, Kathy? Is jy daar? Jy praat, jy is gemute. Juanita, jy gaan ook saam? Stephanie? Kan jy nie hoor, Kathy? Is okay.
I'm on the phone.
Werk hy nou? Né?
Hallo?
Yes, ek kan jou hoor. Wat sê jy, gaan jy saam
I'm
met
on
ons?
the phone.
Get your head around the number you're coming with.